All right, y'all. We are back with another video. We're back with another episode of Let's Talk About It. So, we all know what happened last night. The trade heard around the NBA sports world. We reacted to it last night, slept on it, showered on it, and for me personally, the only way this trade, I'm still processing how this trade even went through. Luka for AD? The only thing that I could think of why the Lakers did this, and we could watch a couple of these videos too, but the only thing I can think about the Lakers even doing this is for post LeBron, right? Because you got to think, right? LeBron realistically has at least 2 more years left. Soon as Bryce, his second son, goes to the NBA, LeBron should just end scene. That should be the end of LeBron's basketball career. He's been in the NBA since he's about 18 years old. He's pushing 80. He's 40, pushing 80 in NBA years. So the only thing I can think of that this trade is supposed to be for after Bron. You know how, La Media, they say BB for before Bron? This has to be AB after Bron. Because why would the Lakers trade their center that not only is signed with the same management as LeBron, Clutch Sports, this is their most reliable big. Y'all got to remember when the season started, Anthony Davis was putting up MVP stats. Y'all remember, right? When the season first started, AD came out on fire. 38 points, 36 points, 35 and 20, 35 and 15, 32 and 12. Every game. Then AD gets hurt. Then it's a red flag. Luka's been hurt since Christmas. And then I'm reading some of these titles. The Mavericks lost all faith in Luka. Luka just brought them to the finals along with Kyrie Irving, PJ and Gafford, Daniel Gafford. But Luka is the main charge. Do y'all remember when Luka was just torching Minnesota? He was talking crazy to the stands. You see now he was barking at Rudy Gobert? He literally made Rudy Gobert tap dance and start looking like Jason Bourne. Double 77. Not 007, double 77. And that's another thing about the Lakers is that they were just getting a little shimmy on. You know what I mean? They were just getting a little thug together. Yeah, they may still lose to Philadelphia when they had nobody. That was kind of like their G League team that they lost to, other than Tyrese Maxey. But it was starting to get their little groove in. Now you add Jason Bourne, double 77, not 007, double 77, double seven. And the thing with Luca, in my observation, Luca does have an ego, right? Let's just watch this video, just really quick, right? This video will prove my point of Luca really having an ego, right? You got Kyrie Irving, get a ball to Luca, right? Gets the ball, makes Rudy tap dance, hits the three, and he's talking that stuff. He said you can't effing guard me.
Just was Rudy Gobert in an impossible point lead here, but that's just Rudy Gobert in an impossible situation.
He said, MFer, you can't effing guard me.
Gobert in an impossible situation.
Now imagine this with LeBron. You know how LeBron get. And the thing, offensively, it's going to be there. But one thing about Luca, he's not going to stand in the corner with no LeBron. Because Luca is main character. He's option one. He's not going to sit in the corner and let LeBron do his thing like Russell Westbrook did. Russell Westbrook was fine taking a backseat because he went from OKC being a man, then he went to, okay, we're going to go to Houston. Then we'll go to Washington. Them is two different situations. Then you go to LA. Russell, he was having a good all time. He back home. He kicking it with his folks since day one. And LeBron looking at him like, you got 24 hours, right? You ain't got that much time left for so you traded. You get traded to, I believe, the Clippers. Then he gets signed with Denver, and he's doing his thing in Denver right now. Now he's starting because he was six man. Now he's a starter. Shout out to Russell Westbrook doing his thing. But the thing is with Luka, he's not taking a backseat to LeBron. And even some people brought up that Warriors game. Now let's bring up the Warriors game. Warriors versus Dallas, right? They said Kyrie Irving was cooking that fourth quarter, which he was. But y'all gotta think, right? If Kyrie Irving was cooking that second half, instead of giving it to the on fire player, you gave it to Luka Doncic. And he throws up an off the glass. Luka is main character. Now, is LeBron getting traded? I doubt it. Because even with AD, even though, in my opinion, Anthony Davis was more needed, LeBron is more famous. But they needed AD for even that bubble run they had in 2020. AD rather play the four. And he said himself, we need bigs because I'd rather play the four instead of the five. And he gets traded to a team that really could make noise once they get it together. Because you got to think, Dallas, now they have Kyrie Irving, Clay, PJ, Anthony Davis, Derek Lively. You got supporting cast, and you got Daniel Gafford, Kmart Amari Stoudemire. This team has the pieces. They just got to make the chemistry work now. I don't know about the Lakers. Because now you got two players that, I mean, Luka, he don't really play defense. Let's keep it up. Luka don't play defense. If you really watch Dallas, Luka's not trying. LeBron too old, so he's really not gonna care unless it's D'Angelo Russell. Then he gonna sit down like it's 2009 all over again. But LeBron, so when he turn the ball over, he doing all that. So LeBron not really tripping on defense, so they need a big. Now who is their big? Jackson Hayes. Jackson Hayes he's a good second string center. You can't really start Jackson Hayes because then he gotta guard Anthony Davis. If I'm Anthony Davis and I see the Lakers on the schedule, hey, when do they play each other? They play each other February 25th, right after trade deadline All Star weekend. Dallas will be playing the Lakers, and I believe this is in LA, if I'm not mistaken. In LA on TNT. On top of that, so that's going to be very interesting. If I'm AD, I'm dropping 50. It's FJJ, F everybody on the Lakers. Rob Pelinka, I was the best player on this team when the season started. And now I get injured and now I'm gone. And I seen Flight vid. And you gotta think like what made Luca leave? What caused Luca to even be traded? And then I seen on ESPN that they were extremely frustrated with Luca and they got tired of Luca being lazy and so now you pair him up with oh man. LeBron did his dream of playing with Luka Doncic. Of course he was, right? Yeah, I don't know, guys. Like this just seemed like an out of the blue thing for me. It just seemed just insane. That's another video for another time. It's little stuff like this. But now you got to think about the Lakers, right? Of course, I said this is to me. This seems like an after Bron kind of trade because I don't see this really. These two egos really collecting and colliding in a good way. Now you gotta look at the team, man. So who's really a center? Jackson Hayes. Now you really gotta rely on Vanderbilt. I don't know when Christian Wood back with Christian coming back. is he's been gone since 2009. At least Vanderbilt finally came back after 2 years, finally 10 years, whatever. Finally came back. But now you got to look at it like who's your big. So who do you trade for a center? You can't get rid of Reeves because that's at least a good 17 to 18 a game. Rui is there. I mean, Rui can't really trade Rui because he's like the starting three. You get rid of both, either one of both. Lakers might be in Barbados. Forget Cancun. Y'all might be in Jamaica this season early. And of course, the Warriors they ain't gonna never get no trade done. They just fail to not really listen. We've been saying the Warriors need a big since 2023. And they still ain't made the initiative to even consider that. Now there's also the trade Kaminga thing, and since now we could trade players, we could trade Kaminga and stuff. I don't know, but these videos get me. Like the trade just happened, and then the videos be like 10 minutes ago. I don't know how y'all get videos out that fast, but let's see some other people's opinion. I seen flights, I seen Cash Nasty's off camera already. So let's see what other people think. Like, again, to me, this seems like a after Bron thing. Because now if AD gone, LeBron got about a couple years left. LeBron can't get traded because, from what I'm understanding, he has a no trade clause, so he can't even get traded. He has to pull Anthony Davis and just go on strike. And that's how AD even ended up on the Lakers. When he was on the Pelicans, he went on strike. So I'm not playing no more games for this organization. He's wearing T-shirts saying, "Forget New Orleans. I don't want to be here no more." That's how you end up on LA with LeBron. But that's the only way LeBron could even really consider leaving. And again, you traded somebody he's been working with since for 5, 6 years. They won a championship. According to him, that he didn't know the trade was going to happen. Some people saying it's either he really didn't know, or he just the biggest snake in history. Because why you trade AD when he was really the best player? LeBron himself said that AD is more important, the best player on their team.
Give that guy a map.
Whether y'all believe it or not, LeBron is just more famous. So of course he gonna get his smooth triple double like I did last night. He may be 80, but he getting his job done. But y'all need AD, man. That was y'all big. That's y'all center. All you needed was get Dwight Howard. He was good.
ChrisSmooth.com. Shipping worldwide.
Shout out Chris Smooth. Get your money.
It is real. So I guess we got to say it one more time. Lil GM back
BGM.
at it. The Lakers just traded Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first round pick. They're going to get Luka Doncic.
That seemed like something that you do in 2K. This don't even seem like a real
Maxi
trade.
Kleber, Markieff Morris from the Mavs, and the Jazz are involved. It's a 3-team trade. They're going to get Jalen Hood, Shafino, a 2025.
Oh, yeah, we ain't worried about that. We don't give him no Jalen Wilson, you know. In Flight's terminology, that's like a bag of Doritos. We don't care about that.
Second round pick and a 2025 Mavericks second round pick.
They do all these trades to still force Bryce to be on the Lakers.
What is going on?
Just like how they did Bronny. Bronny won drafted to the Lakers. He going overseas
Late
or something.
Saturday night, Sunday morning. That trade is some cheese. Did Luka want out of the Mavs? What do we not know about the situation?
There's something going on we don't know about.
Going on in Dallas.
Because again, Dallas, from the thumbnails and titles I've read, they said that Dallas organization, not the fan base, but the office, they're getting frustrated with Luka. I mean, he just took out to the finals. What you mean? I mean, y'all lost to Boston, but still.
Luka to get Anthony Davis. And the Mavs only got one first round pick. How do you trade a young, maybe future MVP and get one first round pick? That makes no sense. When you think about it,
they just shipped him off to the Goodwill, basically.
It's kind of a robbery because the Lakers, I don't think they didn't give up enough to get that. The Lakers are always getting favorable trades. Yeah, Anthony Davis is a good player, but for Luka, you need more than that. So something is not right here. And how in the world do the Lakers pull this off? Because we know LeBron, he's going to have to retire eventually. We don't know when it's going to happen, but he's going to retire eventually. So
Yeah.
you make this trade, you get Luka, you got your new
You got your new
superstar to
superstar.
lead the
Right.
franchise going forward. Wow. The Lakers are always pulling off these crazy trades. They just make it happen. This is the most shocking trade that we've ever seen because
Yeah.
it came out. This is the most
You got that
shocking
man doing
trade
handstands.
that we've ever seen
Yes. Anyway.
because it came out of nowhere and it really doesn't make a lot of sense. It doesn't. The Mavs are going to get Anthony Davis. It's like, ah.
I mean, AD get what he want though, because again, Anthony Davis said he wants to play the four. He really don't want to play five, but he'll do it because you know it's what team need. You really don't want to play the four. You want to play the five. I mean, no. He wants to play the four. He doesn't want to play the five. So now you got Derek Lively, who's a young upcoming big that Anthony Davis could somewhat tutor in a way
It's not a terrible trade, but it doesn't make sense.
to get better.
You drafted Luka. He's young. He's the future. You
And you
just
got to think even that trade too, right? The trade deadline. No. On draft night, Atlanta really drafted Luka. You can go look this up. On that trade night, I believe this is 2018. Because they were the same draft as DeAndre Ayton. Atlanta drafted Luka and Dallas drafted Trey Young, but they traded. So that's how Luka ended up in Dallas and Trey ended up in Atlanta because of that trade that happened on draft day.
give up. You don't think you can make that work. You don't think you can make them happy. You're going to go ship them off. Now you
Let
got
me make
Anthony
sure I'm correct.
Davis
I could
pairing
be
with
wrong.
Kyrie. I don't know. I mean, Luka Doncic is only 25 years old. How do the
Yeah,
Lakers
he's
keep
still
getting
young.
away with this? How do the
Yeah, it was a draft trade. They only talking about the stuff that happened last night though. But um, yeah, 2018 draft. Dallas to acquire Luka Doncic, sending draft rights to you know and
Lakers
things
keep
of that
getting
nature.
these trades? Oh my goodness, that is some cheese. Mavs just gave up. They said, let's get rid of him now. Let's get something for him. They get Davis. Hey, I don't really know what to say, to be honest. Maybe all of the crazy
I
contracts
think Dallas could make it work, but it's a chemistry thing too.
and everything that's about to happen, it's going to be a lot harder to acquire stars going forward. Maybe they're just, you know what, let's go do this before anybody else figures this out. Go get a player right now, make it happen.
Yeah, they had to.
In the
Because this is, to me, like I said in the intro, this is an A, B after Braun trade. It has to be.
immediate
Because there's no way LeBron retires and then AD's still staying in LA. I don't think when LeBron retires, I don't think Anthony Davis will stay in LA for that long. So probably that's probably why they said, you know what, let's get AD up out of here for Luka. So now at least when LeBron retires, at least you could say we have Luka and not just 2017, 18 all over again with nothing.
this trade actually does mess up the Lakers roster a bit because it just destroys their defense. Davis was
Yeah,
basically their defense.
they have no
So it's
center.
going to be interesting to
So
see.
the paint just might be a little sweet now.
But at the same time, I mean, Luka and LeBron on the same team, that's going to be fun to watch. But just going into the future,
You know
they
LeBron really want Curry, but
got their
it's
new
another
young
conversation.
superstar player. So that is some cheese. Mavericks, I mean, hey, they still got Kyrie, they got Davis. That kind of makes them a little bit better. That gives them some defense and some offense in the front court. I guess it'll be fun, but it came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's just
Wow.
something you got to process for 24 to 48 hours. It's
This
a
is a
process.
shocker. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Give that
Yeah, man. That it's just oh yeah, this is what we was watching last night. Oversized bid. Okay, let's see.
This is why Luka Doncic got traded to the Lakers. First of all, it's because of the money. Luka was supposed to receive a 5-year, $345 million contract this upcoming summer. And now that he got traded, he is no longer eligible for the Supermax. He loses the deal because only players that stayed with their team got the max deal. Not saying the Lakers won't pay him that much, but now it's iffy and they may pay him less. Which means not only did the Lakers get another good trade in the past 5 years, but they got a steal and got a top 5 player for cheap. So the Mavs made a huge decision and decided to save their money and not pay their star player. Which is honestly insane since he
So that's like a
took
finesse.
them to the finals not even a year ago. But the other reason is because they had concerns about his conditioning issues. So they basically called him fat and lazy and he's not
See?
worth
So
it.
I was saying earlier that Dallas is tired of Luka. Not saying Luka is a bad player, because obviously this dude's a could be a walking triple double like Jokic. But his conditioning, what he did in that conference finals after winning and beating Minnesota, how he got that beer ready. This man cracked open a Miller Lite or Budweiser, whatever it was, after winning the conference finals. I'm like, oh yeah, this guy, does he take basketball serious?
The super
I just got rid of him
max deal.
because of
This
that
whole
baby.
trade was done because the Mavs don't believe in Luka and that he would be no good for their franchise. Think about that. A 25-year-old who's been
You got to think on the other end too, not just AD but Luca. Now that I'm thinking about how does Luca feel when Luca go out here, just start spazzing for a quadruple double? Who
all
knows?
NBA the last 5 years. The crazy part is the Mavs
No, he ain't getting no quadruple. You too late.
reached out to the
The
Lakers
triple, that could happen.
it wasn't a decision in the making. Something must have happened this past week with Luka that pissed off Mark Cuban and the front office. Was it because he
Maybe
has missed a
so.
full month due to an injury on Christmas Day? Follow for more NBA. This is why
Maybe so. Man, he just got it. Came out on an iPad.
job score is a pro.
Oh, no, 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 no. No copyright here, baby. But yeah, for the most part, that's pretty much it. Might have to move on from this little trail, cause Mavs have become extremely frustrated with Luca, and because of condition, who knows. But anyways, I am going to end this video off here. You guys let me know down below in the comments how you feel about the Luca trade with Anthony Davis. Does this make the Lakers better? Does this make Dallas better? Does it make both teams worse? We'll see. And I'll see you guys in the next video, man.